Hey guys, so for today's video, my friend just called me. He said he's having some issues with his vehicle. He's driving to work right now and he has a charging malfunction on his dash, and he also mentioned that his AC stopped working all of a sudden. It's not blowing cold anymore. So it does lead me to believe that it's something wrong with his drive belt. So I'm going to go ahead and see where he is. I told him to just park into a spot as safely as possible, as fast as possible to get into a parking lot hopefully. So he was able to get to a parking lot, so we're going to go ahead and meet up with him and just see what's going on with his vehicle. If you ever have any battery light issues while you're driving and your AC goes out and your steering wheel starts to go stiff, don't keep trying to drive. Try to get your vehicle somewhere safe. At this point, his vehicle, just from what I think, it just sounds like it's a drive belt. So I'm going to go ahead and meet up with him. He does have a 320i. So to replace that drive belt, you're mainly going to need a 16mm socket, a 3/8 ratchet, and maybe a small extension. Even a 2 or 3 inch extension will be fine. So let's go meet up with him. Hey guys, so today my buddy told me that his car had a charging malfunction on his dash and his AC stopped working. So we're on the side of the road right now. We're gonna get this started, and just taking a look around his engine bay area. Can't see his belt here is separated. So this is the reason why this car is no longer able to charge the battery. So we're gonna go ahead and get it replaced. We were able to stop by AutoZone. We're not gonna do a very extensive repair. We're just gonna get his vehicle started so we can drive it to our garage. But for now, we just want to get this car started. So to replace this drive belt, the first thing you're gonna want to do is remove this air box here. There's gonna be one screw here on the right side that we have to loosen, this hose clamp. And you use the flathead screwdriver to take it off. After turning it a couple turns, you should be able to push this down so that it's separated. And there's a tab here, one tab to the right, one in the middle, and one on the left. All you want to do is just pull up on it. Okay, so we're gonna pull up on the right side, and pull up on the left side, and pull up on the middle. And now we can just move it out of the way. There's gonna be one more hose clamp here that we can take off. And usually this piece here is hooked up on here. What you're gonna want to do is just push it down. And take a good look around the area. Make sure there's no more belt material that's gonna get stuck. Sometimes when these belts rip, they'll actually get sucked into the engine from the front crank. Right now it doesn't look like it got sucked in. It looks like it just snapped due to age or whatever. So now get your new belt. Hopefully this fits. And I believe this is a 16mm bolt, 16mm socket. So you're gonna need a 16 here and a ratchet. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and get this drive belt placed in there.
I usually start by wrapping it around the front crankshaft pulley and then around the AC compressor pulley.
Just like that. And as you notice, I can't get it on there. That's because we have to relieve some pressure on this. We do that by turning this. But there you go. And just feel around the area. Make sure the belt is completely seated everywhere. Make sure it's seated in this section right here. And especially make sure it's seated here. Make sure this is lined up correctly all around. And now we're going to start to put the vehicle back together. this bottom hose in, tighten the clamp, and this hose clamp here is a little worn out. I don't think it's going to stick anymore. You might need to put a zip tie or something on it. Put this top piece back on. Put this hose up here back. Tighten the hose clamp. And now you're just going to want to start up the engine and take a look at the belt, make sure it doesn't fall back off. Make sure there's no aggressive leaks down there. If there is a big leak down there, it usually means the front crank seal got damaged whenever the belt snapped. But as far as I can tell, it doesn't look like there's too much oil around here. I do know this car is leaking from the oil pan, so that's why there were some drops underneath. But if the front crank seal is broken, you'll see oil everywhere, and that's going to be a strong indication that you probably shouldn't drive it until that's fixed. But right now, it looks like this vehicle can be driven. I don't see any big issues with it right now. And you're basically done. Just start the vehicle up, make sure those lights go away, make sure the battery's charged up, and you should be good.